Oh my gosh. In a word, amazing. Yeah, that was, honestly, Coach P said it in the locker room, that was such a team win, that was such a gritty win. I'm just so proud of everyone on the team, the girls that got us ready to play, everybody who, you know, contributed. It was, yeah, it was an incredible team win.
Chloe, it seemed like in the first quarter, it wasn't just that you were behind, it looked like it was going to get worse before it got better. At that point, what did you do to overcome what looked to me to be a pretty intimidating first quarter there?
You know, I think we did a really good job not giving up on each other. You know, we kept trusting each other and making sure we were focused on the set goal at hand. Everyone just kept doing their job. I think down the stretch, everyone did a better job at doing their job, and that helped a lot. But yeah, I think just at the beginning, you know, just making sure we didn't get down on each other. We were still picking each other up and making sure we kept going.
What was going through your mind on that last three?
Well, I'm just really glad Kira passed it to me. First of all, she did a great job penetrating, you know, seeing the floor really well, saw me on the wing, and I was able to put it in, thank God. But, you know, that's stuff that we practice every day, you know, so it's, I mean, it's nothing new. It's a little bit bigger stage, especially with everyone that we had here today. You know, that fuels us even more when we have a huge crowd like this.
Kira, it seemed, and we talked about this a lot over the year, but it seemed like, you know, there was a partnership there with the crowd tonight.
Yeah, there definitely was. You know, like we've said it all year, we have some of the greatest fans in the nation, truly, most dedicated. They are invested in us, and I think today we definitely felt that. We, you know, like we said last game, they carry us through, and today we felt that, you know, to an even greater degree. Like I mean, like you said, we didn't start the game super well, and still the crowd would get loud when we would make a basket, and it made it feel like we were that much closer. And then at the end of the game, obviously, it was deafening in there, and that, you know, that helps us get stops on defense when they can't hear. I mean, we can't really hear, but it kind of hurts them more than it hurts us. So yeah, our fans are incredible.
What were some of the things your coach was telling you, you know, after the bad start? What were some things that was she giving you information about, you know, what you have to do differently, or was it just everybody chill out, or how was it going?
I think the biggest thing that she wanted us to do was just kind of relax and make sure everyone did their job. You know, I think at the beginning, I think we all were just kind of a little flustered, and the score, I think, showed that. But after we kind of locked in and everyone started doing what they needed to do, that's when everything started to change.
Anything else? Back row? Last chance?
Kira, you guys get to survive in advance. Your season's not over yet, but how's it feel to
It feels amazing. I think, you know, once you get into this postseason play, it really is going into each game. You can just kind of play with reckless abandon because it's, you know, it's like it's now or never. And so, yeah, to get this one, especially in overtime in front of our home crowd, and move on to the next round, you know, I don't know what more you could ask for in March, honestly.
Whew, okay. First of all, we'd really like to thank, again, the people who made this game happen and be able to host this game at home. And, you know, the city of Vermilion for sponsoring the game, and the Vermilion Chamber, whatever the VCDC exactly stands for, we appreciate, really, really appreciate it. We can't thank you enough. It's just, it's an amazing atmosphere. It's an amazing opportunity to play at home. Our administration for making this happen. And then we get to the game, and from the game standpoint, Michigan State starts games really fast. And we can say that all we want. And before the game, on the pregame radio spot, I told John Thayer at some point in time we'll figure out how to compete with this team and figure out their speed, their size, their athleticism, and what we need to do, and hope it's early rather than late. But it wasn't early. We had to figure it out as the game wore on. So they really got whatever they wanted in the first quarter. We did not do a good job, really in any aspect defensively, of helping each other, getting ball pressure. We just kind of got locked into our kids at that point in time, and they scored. They scored very, very efficiently against us. Then they pressed us, and we didn't do a good job with that either. So once we figured it out and settled down and got in the right spots and attacked things in the proper way, we played really good basketball. So I thought our players showed a lot of toughness, and composure in that type of setting. And I thought two kids, I didn't know where Jasmine went at one point in time during the game. I didn't even know she'd been sick all day and she came to shoot around. I wasn't even aware of that. It was a kid that just battled through it and played great. Chloe, same thing, for a kid that's been sick for 2 days and just played with incredible toughness. But those are just two of the kids. I thought, all of our kids came in and made a lot of really, really good things happen. And so certainly very, very proud of our effort and our toughness and composure and a way to find a way.
Questions?
Tony, I mean, you already mentioned it, but that start had to be like your worst nightmare.
It felt like it.
It just looked like they were
Yeah.
Michigan State was going to sustain what they were doing.
Well, I think Michigan State does a really good job of finding mismatches and finding ways, to put their team in position to score and score quickly. And they did a great job of it. And we got caught kind of like blindsided by a lot of things early in the game and then started to figure it out. And even though we practiced it, you're not practicing it with the same type of Big Ten athletes, and you're not practicing it with the tempo that they run it at. Even though we have really good practice squad and get after it, you're not running it the same way, and you're not getting the same kind of looks right away. And I think once we saw that, we said, oh, wow, we better figure out how to dig in and get some stops. I thought down the stretch did a really nice job defensively. And they're good. They're so good. They're so talented. We feel really fortunate to come out on top.
How about Chloe hitting that go-ahead three?
Yeah, that was really big. I mean, at that point in time, we were trying to attack the rim, and then we had some shots that were tough shots around the rim or altered shots or blocked shots. So that wasn't really working very well for us. The shot that she hit was a penetrate kick three, and it wasn't really as if she was all that wide open, but I think Reamer was a kid that was guarding her at the time and gave her a little bit of space, and Chloe stepped up and knocked in a really, really big shot. So, then we made a mistake on a sideline out of bounds scenario, turned it over, and found a way to battle back again and find ways to make things happen. So I thought our kids, certainly in a game, it's a game of ebb and flows and a game of momentum shifts, and boy, there were a lot of them in the game today.
Obviously, the crowd inspired your team. Do you think it rattled Michigan State a little bit?
Yeah, I don't know if I would be able to answer that exactly, Mick, but I do know it certainly gives us so much energy and enthusiasm. And the fact that Michigan State out-rebounds their opponents, every game by, it seems like 10. I don't know that that's an accurate description, but they're a team that averages 14 offensive rebounds a game. Now, granted, they scored on us a little more efficiently than we would have liked to see. But I thought our kids, that type of noise, that type of enthusiasm, and that atmosphere really helps your kids find a way to go get rebounds that maybe are rebounds that we don't typically get. So that really makes a difference for us.
How about not moving on? Keeping this going?
How about moving on? Yeah, it's pretty amazing. It really, truly is. It's a great opportunity. Right now, I think our players are still continuing to get better and find ways to, attack different teams in different ways. And it's fun to continue to see them fight and claw, and the enthusiasm. And, a couple of times I thought our bench was out on the court because they jumped so far off the bench with excitement. That was it's such a special situation to be a part of.